I don't know what to do. Also, hi! I presume this is Residual Girl November host. Hello. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you are having a better Friday than I am. I'm internally screaming because my laptop's being an asshole and I don't know why. Uh, Hopefully you guys are well. Other than that, gonna be working on dish towel stuff and things. For anybody who's not been here before, hi, Serena Variety Caster of Way Too Many Things, those things including knitting, crocheting, spinning, weaving, chainmail, digital just art, sometimes games, usually Stardew Valley, but I like playing other games, and usually if my laptop's not absolutely being asinine, I can play other stuff. Right now, I would just like to know what the hell is wrong with it. Anyway, I'm just gonna get on here and see how long I can, I can hear the fan whizzing right now. The actual laptop one, because I have a cooler in. I don't know if it's not, performing adequately enough or what's going on. It's just like, I don't know. If anybody has any ideas, I would certainly love to know what the problem is. Anyhow, working on dish towel. This is actually dish towel number 4. I actually finished the 3rd one this morning. This is folded into 4, so multicolored ones. So sea turtle, aquarium, multicolored dish and saucer, respectively. Berry basket is currently the color I have on my needles. I just cast this on earlier while I was basically finding a way, doing tests and trying to figure out what the heck is happening. Like, I'm hoping it's just I might need to clean out the fan, which I tried to open it up yesterday and it would not let me for the life of me. Like, it would not let me. I don't think that's even gonna work, so. Which I've kind of accustomed to realizing where the spot is once it starts getting hot. It's like an area on my keyboard. Mchev! Hello! Terrifyingly watching my CPU temperatures be stupid high. Other than that, not terribly bad. But I'm glad to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, no, I don't know. Something is wrong in the past couple of days. Like, this thing has blue screened at least 3 times. Which I'm pretty sure it's due to overheating. Which I'm not sure why it's overheating. Which is my main concern. Because, if it overheats too much, that's gonna really mess up the insides of this thing. And it's like, I just bought this thing February. So it's like, there are a couple of things. I replaced the cooler and it's not doing anything, which either it's not operating at a fast enough speed, or this thing needs to get cleaned out for dust already, which that'll be annoying. Because I already tried to take it apart. It's hanging out on my laptop pad, so it's hanging out flat. And this is not a table I have it on. Like, I have a laptop pad which is on an angle, so it's not, like, flat against where I have this thing. So air should definitely be getting in there, and yeah, it's up. It is up. Like, it is already up. It's already, the cooling pad is what the fan is. Yeah, the fan has been on there at full speed. So that part is already taken care of. Also, come on. Why? Why are we doing this? There. Yarn tried to escape, and I'm not having that today. I already have enough stuff to deal with. Yeah, it's like bouncing around between literally nearly 180 and 190 Fahrenheit, which is very, very bad. That you connect to the... Yeah, very bad. Like, literally, when I had nothing open, it was, say, 120. which technically it's supposed to be, I think, like another 20 degrees lower than that normally, so something is causing it to clock, because it's like the CPU clockage is full tilt right now. Like, it's going full tilt. And I don't have all my stuff open. So imagine if I had all my stuff open. This thing would have probably just absolutely overloaded already, if that were the case. So it's like, I don't know and I don't understand, and I'm very frustrated. I thought maybe BIOS update, so I went to the previous version. That did nothing. The only other thing is I'm thinking post-stream today might see about going to the previous window update. Because this has literally been the past 2 or 3 days. Because I thought the first time it blue screen, I thought it was just a glitch of some kind. Because, you know, blue screens happen, so... It wasn't until I saw it happened like 2 days in a row. I was like, this is not okay. That's not good. Please stop that. Like now. So yeah, I have like none of the extras. Like heck, sometimes I usually keep a little tab of like, say if I'm gonna give someone a lurk. I don't even have that open. Just because I don't want too much stuff to be going on at the same time. In fact, let me close this thing because I don't need the countdown, but the countdown's not taking up a lot of space either. Because look, the load is not that high. Like, at most, it's in the 40s. OBS, which... OBS is gonna take the most, because it's like, that's a thing. But it's clocking at, like, say, 10% of CPU usage. Firefox in a close sec. And news about, oof. Luckily, those are one of those things that have never gone bad for me when it comes to a laptop. Also, I might have to see about getting something underneath here to cool this thing off, because, yeah, it's like burgeoning 190, which is not good. Mine isn't, but need a bigger one, okay. But yeah, I need a fan or that. I need to get one that's actually better. Because I replaced the cooling pad, which is, you know, the fan. And it's done nothing. So I don't know if this is just being subpar. Or dust, or whatever the case may be. No worries. So, in regards to these dish towels, never mind my computer woes currently, basically I am planning to take pictures of these and put these in the shop, which I already have dish towels available, but I don't have these multicolors because I figured it would help to put some colors for these, which it's basically garter stitch happening, so nothing terribly exciting. Yep, I hear the fan trying to do the thing. Also, let me quickly check. Is there a thing I can possibly do? Like, this thing is not even maxing out level-wise, but it's just clocking out. Bugging me to no end. What did I do with my laptop? My phone. Because I had my phone in front of my face. I could have forgotten in the kitchen. Went in there. Or yeah, I might have forgotten in the kitchen. Oh, you're back. Yep, I know myself well. I forgot it in the kitchen. Congrats. Alright, what was I about to look for? I'm gonna open this and see... Oh, thank you, Batt, for putting the typical schedule. I'm usually on from about 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so Obviously, if you're in one of the earlier US time zones, the time may vary. So, let's see. Central would be 12 to 3. Mountain would be 11 to 2. And then West Coast would be 10 to 1. Yeah, I think so, because 3-hour time difference. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it's... But yes, other than that, basically been working on dish towels and also started a commission sock, which I am on the chart part now. The first 2 rows were just knit all the stitches, so that part I'm perfectly fine. Also, I would like you to be out the way, camera thingy. That'd be great. Like, very great. Also, the lighting might be affected at some point just because there's gonna be, I believe, rain from remnants of Tropical Storm Fred going on today, which it was supposedly saying that was gonna start already. So I have my light already charged just in case if that happens, but for right now, it does not appear to be the case, so it might happen midstream if, you know, my laptop doesn't completely flake out by then. Which I'm gonna see after stream, however long or short that may be, if I can take it apart. I had a problem with, like, at least 1 or 2 of the screws coming off on the bottom side and just cleaning out the CPU fan. Because, you know, given I've been spinning lately and, you know, Angelina and stuff coming from the stuff I've been spinning, it is potentially possible that that could get stuck in the fan and not be cooling the CPU properly, hence the higher temperatures. I don't think that's the case, but honestly, it couldn't hurt because that is a thing that happens to them. But I do honestly think that this is a potentially program-related issue. Also, I am not seeing my tea, which I didn't order this tea. I got sent this tea to somebody, and it's like, I'm not seeing it pop up. Lava! Hello! Hi! I might not be on the full 3 hours. I'm hoping I might. Depends on technical issues. My laptop hates me, and it's basically absolutely losing its mind. It's basically, the CPU is a lot hotter than it should be. Like, the max it's supposed to be is like 160 Fahrenheit. Which that's about 72. Yeah, about 72 Celsius. And it's going a lot hotter than that. It's approaching 100 Celsius, which is bad. Absolutely and utterly bad. Thank you. This is more of the dishes I've been working with, as you can see here. This is Dishy Multi and Berry Basket. This is dish towel number 4, because I have dish towels 1 through 3 minus the ends woven in already done. So basically, I am making progress. Which I folded them like fourths, and they're a thing, and they're actually pretty squishy. So I have 3 more of these to go, and then it'll be time to put pictures in the shop and so on and so forth. Those are, I know, trust me, this has been going on for a couple of days, and I'm just like, been trying to do whatever I can. Like, I literally have been trying to see if I could find anything in the BIOS updates to see if there's anything wrong with that. Like, I literally downgraded to the previous version. Also, I should really stop saying literally. To see if that would help? No. Deleted some things to see if that would remedy the situation. Also, no. My only other thing is that maybe the Windows update, the recent one, is messing with it in some way, causing the fan to not operate. But I don't think so, because literally with I could see the CPU speeds. The fan doesn't pick up, so I think the fan is just independent. Like, it goes at, like, one speed. Or something along those lines. But yeah, this has been going on for, like, a day or two, and I'm like, I don't like this. I would like my laptop to not fry, because I would like, you know, to keep this thing more than a couple of months, because I bought this thing back in February, and it's been fine. It's just all of a sudden, it's just been like, I'm not gonna do what you want me to do. But yeah, other than that, how are you? How's your day been? Hopefully your Friday is a lot less stressful than mine. Not trying to bring you guys down. I'm hoping it could at least hold up for the entirety of stream, and then I will immediately turn it off, let it cool down, and then try and see if I can get to clean the insides of this and see if that will remedy the issue. If not, I might have to go get this looked at. If nothing I try works. Because that can't continue, or else all my files are effed, which I need to back up my art files, speaking of, just in case something goes wrong. Because I want to make sure I at least have all of those this time around. Which, it's kind of hilarious given I was doing some stuff to get certain things to work finally. In the Discord and everything, because the bot wasn't shouting out the stream. Which, I saw it finally did it today. I think it's because I require everything to have a role. That might be why it wasn't doing it before. So, I finally caught on. It was like, maybe it might need a role. And it's like, that works. Yay! That's one small thing. But unfortunately, that's not going to matter if, you know, the computer fries itself from the inside out. Which is bad. Not that I need to tell you that. As I forgot what I was gonna look at on my phone involving this thing, because I had a thought, and then basically I'm babbling mile a minute, so I lost that thought, which is great. I'm probably not going to be nowhere near done today, which that is fine. I just want to at least work on this and probably might spin. Because those are both things I can easily put down in a quick hurry. I just saw that thing say 97 for a second. It fluctuates, which CPU temperature does tend to fluctuate, but it's like, this is really high. And it's not like I have 20 things open that are all, like, you know, high memory hogs. Like, I don't even have Discord open on here. I know that can be a CPU hog. So literally the only thing I feel like is OBS, the bot, and what's its face? Firefox. Pretty much. But watch is gonna be some stupid minor thing. Anyhow. Other than dish towels currently going on with the shop stuff, also commissioned sock, I need to do that chainmail thing. I have the dice bag. It's been sitting right there in my face. But I'm like trying to do like 5 different things going on at one time. So it's just like very hard to get anything done, which is not fun. I mean, I've been doing this. This is a short term because these don't take that terribly long. Plus, you know, knit stitch. As long as I sit down and do it, it basically is going to get done. But it's putting in the time sometimes. Also, I was looking at some pins, which I'm going to have to do an edit on the background, which that's going to be a problem because I can't keep my laptop open for long. Some acrylic pins, nothing fancy, because my affiliate anniversary is coming up, so I wanted to see about doing a fun little thing, so I have some pins going on the work. It's like a small set of like 10 of them, but the way the design is, I need a background, so a certain area needs to get covered, so I need to take care of that at some point. Okay, I would really like you to go over there. Or at least, you know, maybe stay up there. Not be in the way. Great. Nope. That made it worse. Also worse. Why is this thing so determined to be in my way lately? But yeah, affiliate anniversary means I have plans. Nothing really fancy, but it's like I wanted to do something outside of my general normal when it comes to giveaways, so pins is one of them. A small gift card's gonna be another one. I'm not entirely sure what the third one will be, but I am trying to brainstorm between all of this mayhem. Oh shit. I just saw it say 200 for a second. Okay, 75s and 80s. Crap. Like, I'm only a half hour in, man. I'm wondering if I closed... No. Let me see what the control panel says about what the hell's going on here. Yeah, so it's basically fluctuating between... Not sure what that is. Although, let's see if I close this. I forgot that's open. Oh, that's background. That won't do terribly much. And tablet. Exit. See if that helps. GeForce game. Yeah, it won't let me update that. I wonder if that's the thing, but I doubt it. Anyway. But yeah, the clock speed is like at max, and it's like, it's disconcerting to watch. If we get to the first break, I'm gonna see if I can, like, do something to at least quickly cool it down a little bit. And go from there. Which, that's another 26 minutes. So... let's hope. Let's hope this doesn't blue screen before that. Also, I should probably get water. I'd forgotten to get water in the midst of me staring at the... Yeah, let's hope. It could just be too many background things, but no. I've had this thing for months and background things have not been an issue for it, so I'm just at a loss. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to look for. Minerva! Hi. I saw you've been on doing, I presume games, because I know you... Laptop? Yes, my laptop's being an asshole, and it is like... If you see these CPU temperatures, I think you would faint. That's how bad it is. Like, I don't know what the problem is. Like... Oh, you crocheted the night before. Yeah, I'm usually not, like, watching Twitch that late, but I still have alerts on. What seems to be... I have no clue. It is overheating, is the main cause of concern. Like, I've had this thing blue screen at least 3 times. And I don't know why. I've downgraded the BIOS to the previous version to see if that's messed with it. No. I'm honestly... depending on, you know, how long I could stream for, post-stream, seeing if I could, downgrade the Windows to see if that's affecting it, because that was only a couple of days ago that got upgraded. But it's like either the cooling pad is not doing its job, or something internally is causing the fan to not adequately cool. So it's like I need to clean it out, or it needs to go get checked. If that's the case, one or the other. Which, if that's the case, I'll probably have to go back to mobile streams. Because that was fun the last time. Internally screams. No, it was not overheating. Like, I have not had a blue screen since I had it, and now all of a sudden, blue screen, blue fucking screen. And it's stressing me out, man. It's like, you know, if it keeps happening, that's gonna really, really destroy the insides. Because I've had that happen with an HP. Although, you know, their ventilation is garbage anyway, but, you know. At least that one has more ventilation than this. Because it literally only has one vent on the bottom there, and that's where I have the fan aimed at right now. So I have this thing adjusted so it's like the fan going at max speed under there to provide at least some semblance of cooling, and, you know, it's not doing terribly much. It's just like, I don't know what to do at this point. You don't get to... Yeah, no you don't. Like, the next time it blue screens, I am gonna take down the code and see what happens, which someone else had recommended I do that. But it's one of those... I tend to not think it's one of those, are you fucking kidding me? It could be hardware. It could be software, which is why I'm, like, trying to, like, do to the best of my abilities, see if, you know... If it's some sort of software I downloaded is causing the thing. I ran an antivirus to see if, you know, something's not overclocking it in the background. Back up your data and try reinstalling Windows. It could be the last... Went sideways. That is also possible. I hate having to re-download Windows. That is a pain. I'm gonna have to back up all my art. Yeah, it has a basic warranty, but nothing, you know, stellar. And this was out of pocket, so... If something goes wrong, I am shit out of luck. I can't afford, well, I could, but that would basically take the majority of my money. So I can't really stretch myself thin enough to buy another laptop. if it ends up coming to that, and I really hope it does not, because I really can't do that, and I think I would cry. Like, honest to goodness cry. Because, yeah, I can't. I can't. But hopefully it will not come to that. HP. Well, actually, this isn't HP. This is Dell Inspiron 3793. I've had HP before, but this is not HP. Which is why I was complaining about the lack of ventilation, which I don't understand why the Inspiron series has this level of crap ventilation. Like, it has like one little thing in the back there, and that's it. It's like, guys, are you stupid? That's not adequate enough ventilation for a large laptop. I've worked for them all. Okay. So if I have to yell at them, I can ask you. Cool. Ugh. First frying my previous motherboard, now this shit. Like, can I just not win with technology? I don't know. Not this one, but the one that I replaced with this. If you don't know, I fried my motherboard like KFC while trying to replace the battery in it, because the whole static electricity can, you know, fry the motherboard, and I found that out the hard way. But why is that? That is so stupid. Really, really stupid. I don't like it. Like, I would like vents like nearby to, you know, allow for multiple areas of exhaust of heat and potential dust and all that business. Like, I feel like that would be more, what's the word? Responsible for keeping and maintaining a laptop. Of course, I'm not saying this like I know everything about laptops. I do not. And I know I do not. So I'm being methodical as I possibly can and going through, you know, all the potential things it could be, because I know it could just be one minor quirk and, you know, everything's just going to hell. So, yeah. I just kind of want to pull my hair out. You. Lucky you! Mine just would not turn back on after that. Because the battery kept trying to turn on the thing. Because the battery was fine, which I still have the battery there. I am probably going to sell that thing, because it is no use to me anymore, because that's not the same model. Static Shock was found somewhere in the vicinity. Oh. That's bad! Jesus. 20,000 volts? Also, computer innards are very weak, apparently. 5 to 15. Jesus. I didn't realize it was that disconcerted of a difference. I knew it overloaded the system, but not by that much. But that certainly explains why it did the thing it did. Yeah. Also, being worried apparently makes me knit on autopilot apparently, because I have not been really paying attention, and this has just been going on like la la la. So I guess, you know, there's one good thing. Okay, it hasn't been getting stupidly high yet, like, you know, actual 200 really. So I am hoping I should be able to at least get to, you know, first break and then... and hope I don't jinx that. And see if I can get the temperature at least come back down a little bit. And come back again. But yeah, I really need to find out what's wrong and like now. Because I've run diagnostic on it and it's not saying that it's a hardware problem. That's also the thing I forgot to mention. That, yeah, indeed, very scary. Also, for anybody still lurking from Girl November's stream earlier, sorry you did not come for the giant, worry ball of tech talk, but unfortunately that is my life today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Also, it would help if I would stay in frame. You know, like I'm supposed to. Also, the amperage is super low and it's the amp that... Ah! Okay. That is good to know. But yeah, that difference is like a spit take with coffee level of what? It was just like, I was not expecting that. And that's highballing. It can be low as Jesus. I mean, it makes sense, you know, actual, you know, laptops, given they're not made to take, you know, like, everything and its brother. So it's fair that it can't, you know, take all the hard hits, but I would think it would at least be better than that, you know. Coming to speak in layman's terms. I'm viewing this dish towel with very much worry. Also, I should get the tape. I'm gonna grab my tape measure in a quick second once I'm done with this row, just to make sure this is the proper amount of stitches, but I know this is... I made sure to count before I got started, and this is supposed to be 38 stitches, so it should be the proper width. Because I'd rather know now, like, an inch or two in, than, you know, by the end of this dish towel, which... That's about 14 inches, and this is, you know, before washing and, you know, eventual stretching, because cotton stretches. Oh, where is it? I saw it somewhere. I used it earlier. Make sure that my other one was correct. Here we go. Come on. Okay. Actually closer to like 9.5, but that's not terrible. That's not terrible. I can hear the fan going. Yep. But honestly, it could just be the cooling pad fan not being powerful enough for this. Because I imagine it has to be powerful enough to bring it down. Which, it is a shame I could not buy this one that I had originally, because this one cooled my old one perfectly, and I had no problems with the new one using this. But the USB bits stopped working. The ports for it stopped working, so I had to replace it, unfortunately. Which I thought the first one I got was fine. until the blue screen happened, so I was just like, maybe it's not doing its job well enough, so I replaced it with this one. Still doing the thing, so something is up, and I'm hoping if it's potentially, you know, I fiddle with a program and it chills out, maybe. So, you know, that. Okay, and it looks like I guess I should be able to get to about first break, because we have 10 minutes left until that point. I am not... They are indeed a pain, yeah. Because my last computer, it was doing that, but I just needed a cooling pad anyway, because I didn't have one at that point. And once that happened, you know, like once I got the cooling pad, everything was fine again. So, yeah. I'm hoping it's something similar, less annoying. Although, I did have the Bluetooth in this break, like... I think the program for it, which I remember when I was researching, I had to go re-download the whole Bluetooth program to get it to work again. I remember I was doing things and it was like, I turned it off and it disappeared. And I was just like, the fuck happened? It hasn't happened since I re-downloaded the program, so it was just me having to like do that and it fixed itself, but... That was a fun day or two of me screaming, wondering why the hell this was even doing that. And did I buy a lemon? Which that's honestly also still in the back of my mind. Like I could have possibly bought a lemon, but I hope. Voltage for distance. Ah, amperage for the power. Scared anyway. Fair. I can't say anybody really does, unless, you know, I mean, you like it for powering things, but, you know, you don't want to come into direct contact with it because, you know, that would be a very bad time. I mean, electric shock, for one thing, but, you know. How many ever volts a lightning strike can be is very much a bad time. To put it mildly. How about I stay in frame? Okay. Please go back down. Okay, yeah. See, it goes down to, like, briefly to the 170s. And then it just bounces to nearly 190. Like, it's oscillating between that 20-degree difference. Like, if I closed everything right now, I presume it'd probably go down a bit. It probably wouldn't be, like, you know... below the 120 it was before, but even then, I think 120 is way too high for, like, when you have nothing on. Based on what I've been seeing. Like, say, I think, what, 80? 80 or 90 is supposed to be what happens when, you know, you just turn on the system. Unless they... The thing is, I scanned this thing and it says no hardware issue. But, you know... The scan could just be missing the issue because, you know, that is entirely possible. But yeah, based on what it's saying, everything is fine. And it's like, my computer is overheating, so clearly everything is not fine. It's like, I kind of want to shake it at this point, but like, tell me what the hell is wrong with you. I need to fix you. I don't want to kill all my stuff on here. I mean, technically, I could back up my hard drive on the hard drive there, because this hard drive I only have, like, say, half a terabyte, a little over half a terabyte on there, which I say that because this model has 2 terabytes of storage, which I honestly was not looking for that because my previous laptop had 1 and I was completely fine with that. Yeah, 2 terabytes is like more than what I need. So, that's true. Yeah. Given I'm still in warranty, I can definitely call in and see what's what if I absolutely need to. If, you know. How much storage do you have? I remember my earlier laptops using to have, like, say. But those were more notebooks, not, you know, beefier things, so. It was like, say. Half a terabyte, so I'd say 500,000, not 500, oof, words, 500 gigs. I don't know why I said 500,000, but, you know, 500 gigs of storage. But, you know, I think it's more of a requirement over the years that, you know, every so often that, you know, the baseline of technology goes up, which is why that's a thing. I forget, like, every year or two that it's like it doubles basically what the baseline of tech being produced, like, say, you know, storage and things like that. Oh, also, beyond my, let's see, frantic babbling, we have a new Discord, which I didn't create this, I'm not part of the creation process. Atomic Stacy is, who hangs out here sometimes. So if you're interested in doing, say, potentially any art, and by art, we don't mean just traditional or digital art, say crafts like knitting, weaving, chainmail, 3D printing, wood burning, etc., and want to trade and or possibly purchase some wares from the people we're hanging out in this Discord, you can go click at that link going on there right below. And it is certainly going to be an interesting time, in a good way. Do-do-do-do-do. The doubling every year is about computer. But has already been broken because of the need for cooling systems. Yeah. The cooling system has to keep up, or else, you know, it can compute all at once. If it overheats, basically you'll end up with my situation all the damn time. So that makes sense. Because things with, like, laptops, there's not much space to put things like, you know, proper cooling systems like a desktop would have. Like a heat... What? Is it a heat sink? I'm wandering into territory that I am not well versed in, but I presume like a heat sink. And I think, what, thermal paste or something like that? Heat sink. Okay, yay! Yeah, I've had to look stuff up like that a couple of times, so I think a little bit of the terminology has stuck, but I don't want to sit here and presume, like, you know, I'm some savant. I know I'm not. So, try to be humble on that. But honestly, if you read stuff enough times, you tend to absorb the information a wee bit. Also, I guess it's a good thing I played LEGO Star Wars on Saturday. Because it was not doing that then. I don't think so, anyway. Literally just been, like, beginning of this week, it's been, like, doing this, so hopefully, if the solution is found soon, I can basically cut the potential for, you know, heat damage internally. Disney. Disney is basically stealing the intellectual property of other people. I don't think they got time for me. Disney can go fuck themselves. Because they are a shady corporation. I enjoy their stuff, flaws and all, in some cases, but it's like, nah. They're too busy trying to steal other people's shit. They don't got time for me. At least I hope not. If they did, I'd be effed. Like, right quick, I'd be effed. Also, I'm gonna do this row, and then it's gonna be break time. And then I'll see about pulling down the CPU temperature of this, hopefully a little bit. I mean, yeah, no, I figured. You're fine. I figured you meant the stealing part. But yeah, once I finish this row, it'll be break time, which this held up pretty well. It's been oscillating in the same heat area, and it's not been spiking up, but, you know, still too very damn high. Like, you know, anybody remember that guy, Jimmy McMillan? I think it was, what? Was it 2012? The rent is too damn high party? The CPU temperature is too damn high. Is what I'm trying to say in reference. But yeah, I think it was 2012. I don't think it was yeah, it wasn't 2016. The cavalcade of drama and that hell. Which we will not get on that soapbox. I don't have the time. Or the sanity for it. Alright, so row is done. I think this is about 2 or 3 inches long, so we are making progress. You can see what this looks like so far. And I'm gonna go take my break, and I will be back in probably about 10 minutes, maybe 15, depending on how long it takes for me to be able to cool this down a little bit. And totally feel free to play the Plinko game. If I suddenly disconnect, that means the computer decided to blue screen, so that is a thing. Back. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what the heck that was about. I think it might be people for the gas line. Also, I clicked the wrong screen. What a surprise. Although, nah, given my parents didn't tell me anything about that, I'm guessing this was not announced. Which, given they've been digging up the goddamn road a couple of times in this past, I'd say, month now, and I don't know what the issue is at this point. Also, yeah, it's starting to get a little bit overcast, so I'm gonna, although I should probably, before I do that, excuse me, let's see, properties, turn down the gain a little bit, because once I turn on the light, the thing's gonna freak out a little bit. Yeah. So I'll have to adjust the gain accordingly to make sure that it's not stupid bright. Okay. Yeah, about there is good enough. Awesome. Just want to make sure you guys have adequate lighting to actually see what the heck I'm doing. Although, let's move this up a little bit, and we should be fine. Not sure how that got moved back there. Must have moved it at some point. Camera angles are fun. Wait, sorry about that interruption. Hopefully I will not have to disappear off again. I'm probably not going to get anywhere near halfway, because I think, like, say, another 15 minutes, I will probably switch over to spinning for a wee bit. But I have my small electric eel wheel. Murphy? Indeed. When in doubt. It's also the same reason why I'm like the most popular person alive when I start streaming. And basically, I just get phone calls like nothing, and it's like, can we not? Where was this when I was not doing things? Well. Ah, come on. Oh, that's it? I think I meant to check how long this is, but this is probably just about 3 inches long, so... yeah, nowhere near being important to worry about the length, really. So, with these dish towels, which you can also probably use these as dusting cloths, which one of these I have for about $15 just for about how long it takes for me to get these done, plus given the whole... the yarn itself is like... about $3-4, one of these. So if you times that by like 3, depending on, you know, how one charges for their wares, that's about $12 right there. So even if I only charge like twice the amount, I can scrub dishes, but I can also scrub myself there. Yeah, I figured given the length of these would actually probably also work as like, you know, really lengthy dishcloths, although half of this size would probably be just about a larger washcloth size. Which given, so 7 by about 9 would be about that. Which, these are not long enough to be, you know, the bathroom towels, although if someone wants them shorter, this would probably work out. Given, these are not that big, and the bathroom towels are like, say, 14 by 20, so with 14, length 20 inches, so it's a lot. It'd probably be more than one of these. Probably closer to 2. Do also have dish scrubbies now that you mention it. Like, they have bits of fiber stuff in there so you can scrub and wash the dishes. And also 100% cotton, so, you know, absorbent and so on. I don't have, like, the full-on one with the barbs. It's, like, a partially bit, so it's, like, abrasive bits and, like, regular cotton in there. Although I honestly want to see if I can grab some that is, like, full-on, just, you know, the scrubby bits. So you don't have to worry about scrubbing in just sections. Oops, don't do that. But yeah, I'm guessing they've wandered off, so I guess my parents told him to bug off. Well, I don't think they were doing anything wrong, but I don't think they told them about them deciding to show up. Or else they would have mentioned it. Oh well. Not my problem. Also, it's a fun dichotomy of having like the most chill music in the world in the background, and it's just like I'm periodically just glancing at my CPU temperatures, which it is holding relatively steady. Like it's still doing the oscillating between 170 and about 190, give or take, but it hasn't gotten any higher. So I'm hoping it'll hold firm in that area for now. And if I'm lucky, I might be able to get through the entire stream. Jen! Hello. How are you doing? Also, no gift bot, just a note. Sorry. I don't have a ton of things open. My computer is openly rebelling. Who knows? Who the hell knows? I might have to later, like, do a whole Windows thing, which that will involve me having to re-download so much crap it's gonna make me annoyed. But we will see. Like, it could be just as simple as, you know, dust is clogged in there and it's not being able to, you know, cool the CPU area. There we go. Correctly, or properly, rather. But yeah, it's existing. We are fine for now. But obviously, I'm gonna have to figure out what the deal is. Because that's gonna wreck the insides if I don't. But yeah, how are you otherwise? Hopefully your Friday's going better than mine. I am here with dish towel number 4. Because if you haven't seen Instagram, I have 1 through 3 all done. Although, yeah, this looks blue slightly off because the light. But yeah, they're done, and it's a stack of these that makes it feel a little bit squishy, which I enjoy. I still have the ends to weave in, but I'm gonna weave in the ends once I'm done. Eternus! Hello, how are you doing? How is Friday? Well, how's your Friday been so far, rather? Because you are ahead of me. Yes. I know I can hear you from outside. Yeah, come on. But yeah, other than that, not terribly much going on today. We're having a computer issue. It's been overheating the past day or two, and I'm not sure quite why. I replaced the laptop cooler. That didn't do anything. Fiddling around with program stuff so far has not done anything. I re-downloaded the program that I can look at the temperature thing, and yeah. It's running hotter than it should be, and I don't understand why. So I suspect if it's not BIOS, because I downgraded that, it is either actual physical hardware thing that it's not picking up in the scan, or Windows is just being an asshole. Because Windows. Either way. This is too much stuff for a 7-month-old laptop. Not 7, actually. March, April, May, June, July, August. 6-month-old laptop. Like, bad enough with the whole Bluetooth thing, briefly. But luckily that was fixable. Yeah, I've been already screaming about it. Probably ran some people away. I do apologize for that, but it's just one of those, I'd very, much would like to not destroy my new laptop, please and thank you. Feels like I just paid for this thing. Please don't do this to me. Yeah, other than that, basically dish towel. Might do some spinning on tiny wheel. I know motion is not your thing, so I might just stick to dish towel, because I don't mind, honestly. Working on just the dish towel. Although, this is honestly nothing exciting. It's just me knitting, because garter stitch. It allows me to look up and watch the CPU temperature, because I have a little thing on the corner on the screen currently that I could see that, so I don't have to open the actual application every time. And also, it's causing me to have to run a little bit bare... Well, almost a little bit bare bones. That makes a lot of... Yeah, the older laptops tend to do that. I have not had a laptop last me that long, though. Although, given the stuff that I tend to run, I need something with at least, you know, a slightly hardy processing speed. So, yeah. But if I don't figure out anything on my end, I will probably either have someone look at it or call Dell about it. Ooh, small adventure! And no worries. If you do have to head out early, that is perfectly fine. I do appreciate you popping in, no matter how long or short of a stay you have. The fact that you guys come at all is very much appreciated also. Oh look, Stelina. Goody. It's coming off of this thing, because when I spin, it gets stuck in here, and there's a bunch of it. Like, I need to, like, sit here with a hand vacuum and probably vacuum off the bits of it. Also, I said Stelina, it's Angelina, actually. Because Stelina is, like, the very long bit that you spin into the yarn. And given this is coming from a Batt, it wouldn't be that one. Either way, it's very sparkly, also gets everywhere. So, basically glitter's cousin. Or rather relative, really. Just longer strips. But equally as annoying. What kind of adventure, if you don't mind me asking? It's my this one currently is my fourth one. Which, it probably would have been longer, because it's been like a decade. Yeah, since my first laptop was when I started college. That one I broke on accident, like the screen. That was fun. Very cheeky. Aww, that's adorable. Train ride. That sounds like a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys all have a pleasant time. So, if you're wondering why I have the light on, rain from Tropical Storm is slowly coming in, so it's a little bit dim outside. Although I don't hear the rain, but it definitely is coming in, or at least is passing by us, hence the cloudiness. I know somewhat nearby, it's definitely begun to rain. Let me check my phone and to see what the heck. Let me check. It's honestly not a medium. Rain ends in 30 minutes. But I don't see any rain. I'm literally looking out my window and there's no rain. Whatever. It could just be nearby. Like, directly where we are. No rain. Just a bit cloudy. Watch I say that and it happens. Because that is usually how it goes. Also, I should probably have some water because I feel my voice going a little bit hoarse here. I don't think I sound it, but I can definitely feel my throat getting dry. I got some water during the break, so I had some water. But given the whole I am talking a mile a minute, that is probably not helping matters. Come on. There we go. Oh, also, I have not heard back about the... What is it? The flags on my videos yet. I don't know if they've said anything, whether or not my... what they were saying was true or not, which they were saying it was like some song on there, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of that song. Part of a string? Yeah. Indeed. I just happened to check, too. It's not like I got flagged, like DMCA striked or anything. It just said, you know, audio muted, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I know what I play, and that's not there. So I put in dispute. It's probably not going to immediately happen. More likely that'll happen in, say, a few weeks, just because, you know, Twitch take forever. But it also shows how automated the system is. Thank you. Younger brother just handed me a thing. Oof. Alright, how long till... Okay, about 20 minutes until next break. Which the thing is holding on pretty well is hanging in the same temperature region that it's been hanging out all stream, so I am hoping that I should be able to hang out here the full 3 hours today, which might spin. Yeah, there are many things. Some of them fun, some of them obnoxiously torturous. And also you kind of have to be wary of, you know, upgrading equipment and so on and so forth. Honestly, I have a lot of fun with it, so I can't complain. I mean, the only thing I'd really like to do is maybe earn more if I'm lucky, but it's like, I'm well aware you can't hang your hat on this alone, so that's a thing. I could, yeah. Computer said no. Yeah. Discord, the app for the for the, desktop or laptop is a bit of a CPU hog, so I could definitely see that being a bit too much for a older laptop. Plus, the specs required to run certain programs, gets a bit more steep given, the increase in technology over the years. So you tend to need more space and more computing power to do that. So that completely makes sense. Oops, I knew that was gonna happen. How about we don't do that? There we are. Alright. That was my first little shift of this thing today. So not bad so far. I guess having something to lean on, my arm on, is definitely helping this not shift terribly much, which is certainly good. Oops, come on. But yeah, I can imagine an older computer just being like, we're not doing that. Two programs like that. Or it's Floof. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Hopefully you are having a better Friday than I. Computer cooling issues have basically been my day for the past couple of days that I'm trying to rectify. Other than that, not a bad day. Here with dish towel number 4 going on. I have 1 through 3 already done. Finished this one this morning. So slowly knitting through this one as I blab about various stuff and things. But I hope you're well. But yeah, the temperatures seem to be holding firm in a higher range, but holding firm. So I am hoping to be able to do the whole 3 hours today, but I'm definitely not going to do any overtime, because I don't want to push it. Thank you. I honestly cannot take credit for these, because this is Dishay multicolored yarn, which this is 100% cotton, since these are dish towels to go in my Etsy shop, which dish towels and or dust cloths. But yeah, either way. These are fun. I have 2 more colors. There are 6 of these that I have, and I have solids in with cables in them, about 8 solids. I have 2 more. I'm not sure if I'm going to put those as, do the cables on them, because I want to, at least get some traffic to these first before I do so. We will see what happens. Which is also why I'm trying to build up inventory, just because these take a little bit to knit. Although, if I just sit down and do one of these, it's like a day or 2. Especially if I'm sitting down and, listening to podcasts or watching stuff on YouTube, so on and so forth. And I can easily knock this out in a bit, just because it's not anything complicated. Cables are a little bit more something you have to pay attention to, but not terribly much, because it's not a complex cable. Although I'm half considering maybe doing like a Celtic cable on it, but Celtic cables are a little bit more extensive, so maybe not. But in addition to these, I have face scrubbies, which I realize I could just do this in the face scrubby size. I'd probably go down 2 needle sizes, give or take, if not 3. I think 3 would probably be too much. But yeah, go down 2 needle sizes and then do a little plain square, allowing the colors to show through. Which I would hope those would go a little bit quicker than, say, these. Plus, also have sets involving dish towels and scrubbies, because there's face scrubbies, and also there are scrubbies in the case of, you know, like for washing dishes and that sort of thing, and or cleaning. Other 2 colors involved basically just mostly like some of the pinks you see here. Yeah, some pinks and white. And then there's one that's like gray and white, so that's definitely more of the neutral range. I have 8 solid colors. So pretty much most of the rainbow, so lunch is over. Boo! Yeah, I'm hoping so too. I think it will, but I'm not gonna push it if it suddenly like spikes really close to 200. But I'm hoping it holds up, and then I will deal with it after stream. But I'm glad to see you. Have a great rest of your day in school. Hope the kids do not be little devils. I say little, but they're high schoolers. Also, my throat's dry again. I just had water, but I've been babbling a lot. Like, I think this is the most constant I've babbled on the stream in a while. But I think it's more of the fact that I am, like, really nervous on the fact that, you know, this could potentially cut off at any moment just because of the whole, this thing could overheat. And just shut off on me, but fingers crossed that is not the case for the day. That I can fix the issue and stop having to do this. Stretch my fingers a little. Also, water. That's better. I really should freeze some more grapes, but I think we're almost out of grapes, which makes me sad. Because that would have been a thing. I just put the grapes in the freezer for like an hour, and then nice frozen grapes I get to chew on. And then, you know, I actually eat a fruit. I could probably should be doing a wee bit more of that. Not that I don't do the healthy things, it's just sometimes I'm just like, I tend to take convenience over healthy stuff, which is not always the best course of action. But yeah, I'm trying to do better on that. Yeah, I just have to stick them in the freezer for like an hour. Although you probably want to put them in like a little plastic container, like, you know, a small bowl or something, because every time I take them out, because, you know, frozen, they start coming off the thing. Plus, you know, grapes have a good bit of water content to them, as we discovered when I googled them the other day, and about a cup worth of grapes has about 4 ounces of water in it. So definitely getting a bit of water intake with them. Plus, I like grapes. I honestly could try that with more fruits and see if I like them that way. Maybe. But yeah, it's kind of like a popsicle. I'm not really fond of cherries. I don't hate them, but they're more on the tart side. I like sweet. I wanted to eat one salad. Oh my gosh. The healthy one. Annoying. Is when you're allowed to just eat what you crave. It's like, no, I want all the good stuff. And it's like, but most of the time I could splurge and eat all of the crap. Why? But that is funny, though. You would think you would want, you know, more chocolate or anything like that, or sweets or whatever the case may be. But I know it probably just depends on, you know, the person, so no two people are alike, so also I found more Angelina. Because of course I did. This thing is covered in it. I should just vacuum this thing with the hand vacuum later. I keep meaning to do that, but then I forget. I will eventually get to that. Ah, no, don't do that. Never wants to. Oh no. That's irony. Eat all the fruit and salad, and the kid's like, not sure I want any of these things. Oh, that's terrible. You want what you can't have. Like, that had to be torture. And try to build him a buffer. Perhaps. That is too funny. Also, what kind of things? I am curious. I wonder if it's stuff that you'd be more capable of getting, you know, where I am. Also, yeah, it's starting to shift a little bit, so had to adjust that a little bit. Oh, yeah, freshly made salsa and tortilla chips. Yeah, that's not one of those things you're gonna get easily. You get the prepackaged stuff, but I'm pretty sure the prepackaged stuff is not the same. Also, I'm terrible. If I had a bag of tortilla chips, I would just snack on them forever. Could not stop me. Also, hilariously, while I was out the other day, I had to go and grab some more tape because I was apparently out of tape via the whole needing to package things, although I think it's more of the fact that I've had to send back stuff and to tape the labels on rather than, you know, shipping things. So the shipping stuff doesn't take that much tape. Nowhere near Texas. Let me out there for anything in jar. I figured that's why you were mentioning that you somehow had experience where you get the good stuff. What? Oh. That's not good. That is not stuff that you should be sniffing. That is an interesting one. I think I've had, like, maybe a really, really long time ago. Like, I vaguely remember a trip I had when I was a kid to, like, some Mexican restaurant. And I think the salsa was perhaps freshly made? Maybe. But I was, like, 9. I still vaguely remember, because the sombrero. I think I finally got rid of that thing a couple of years ago. I do think we had it. I think it was a fun time. Again, it's been a really long time, so memory is not crystal clear. But I do have little bits. Although for like a potentially Mexican place, I think they were playing like at some point early 2000s. Yeah, given I was early 2000s music, I vaguely remember playing in there. Yeah, that is definitely true. I'm pretty sure mine was like a little bit watery, if I am correct. Although, who knows if that place is even open? I don't remember the name of it, but I wonder if that place is even open. Given everything. It could potentially be closed by now. A lot can happen in nearly 18 years. No, 18 years, yeah, because I was 9, so. A little over 18 years now. Jesus. What is time? But a very depressing construct. I stop a runaway train. I stop the pouring rain. From believing. Now I have that James Brown stop. James Brown song stuck in my head. How do you stop? Before it's too late, you choose and you lose. If you hesitate. I haven't listened to that song in a while, and now it's just like, oh, now that I have a reference, I'll just start doing that now. Thanks. Do. There we are. Basically before they're ripe. Yeah. Because if they're ripe and they get shipped over there, they would be overripe by the time they get there. So that makes sense. So it's probably the luck of the draw whether or not your stuff is fully ripened. So that makes sense. Because fruit can overripen and rotten real quick. So I can certainly understand that. Although I think they can probably delay the process, but only to a certain extent, eventually. Alright, also gonna do this row. That's why there. But honestly, store-bought tomatoes are not exactly the best thing ever anyway. Or at least so I hear from Rogue. I am not a fan of tomatoes, so... well, fresh tomatoes. Just because, texturally speaking, they gross me out. Yeah, that sounds familiar, so I think you're on the right track with that. There was something along those lines they can use can delay the process. Alright. Alright, almost there, and then I will take second break. In part so I can stretch, in part I can see if this thing, which this thing is holding up fine, although it is clocking like full on the max. Like it's been doing that the entire time, which I imagine is probably because I'm streaming, but it should not be doing that. Come on. There. Alright, so this is probably about 4 or 5 inches. Let me check here. Deploy the tape measure. Oh, actually, we're pretty close to 6. Alright. Because halfway is about 7 inches, which is why I want to know. So we're actually getting close to halfway. Alrighty! Alright, Floof, it was lovely to see you again. You have a great rest of your day, and yeah, I'm gonna be back in usual 10 minutes. Might do a wee bit of spinning on the wee little wheel. Although probably we'll work on this a little bit more and then spin a little bit. But looks like we should be able to do the full 3 hours. Totally feel free to play the Plinko game on the Be Right Back screen that I currently have here. Oh, great. When did that get muted? Hopefully that was not recently. I have not been chattering on with the mic muted, but I'm pretty sure that was just recently muted. But I know that came back on at some point. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, affiliate anniversary coming up. Should be fun. Might play some games. Depends on if computer is not an asshole. Time will only tell. Come on. But just in case if the mic was not on earlier, Killer Peaches, hello, hello. Hopefully you are having a good Friday so far. Hopefully better than mine. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy your stay here. I am currently doing some flute spinning, but I do a whole bunch of crafty stuff and things. I like having options. Also is why I say I like doing too many things, because it is a fact at this point. If you happen to do any crafting, totally feel free to share with us if you would like. If not, totally feel free to lurk. I'm not calling you out if that is the case. Just want to make sure. I have all my bases covered, and yeah, I have to get another piece of fiber. I am not surprised. Well, that's not bad. That just means I'm making progress. And progress is always good. Alright, almost there. A little bit more, and then I will grab another piece of fiber. Also, I think it's starting to get sunny again. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Let me... Also, yeah, that overspun a little bit because I held on to that a little too long. I'm going to adjust the gain because it was cloudy before, so that's why I turned the gain down to adjust for the light source that I was using. Yeah, we're good now. Cool. Lighting is always something I have to pay attention to. Let me grab another piece of floof and I'll be back in a second. Alright, back. I have another piece. And this should last me the next 25 minutes, so we should be good. Let me draft this a little bit more to get this to connect properly to the other piece. Sometimes that can be a little bit tricky, but it usually works out fine. Oh, it didn't stop. Oh yeah, because I have it plugged into the thing too. Okay. You're fine. Sorry you cannot see both my hands and, you know, this in the same shot to a degree. Also, there we go. Dun, dun, dun. Given the bright colors in this, I do enjoy the contrast of the gray, which I'm pretty sure the gray is either the Corriedale or the Leicester. Alright, yeah, let's move this back a little bit more to the end of the bobbin. Dun, 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 dun.
I cross the street, one girl I want out to property. One son Bobby Combine, but by son. Yeah, man, boy, good boy, you know. I mean, macho.
Hold on. Let me shut the door. So I think my dad's getting picked up by the microphone, which is kind of annoying. Alright, that should fix that. Alright. I doubt I'll be able to get back to the front side of this bobbin, but that is perfectly fine with me. Since this is a more casual thing. Which I still have a bit of the first bat, because this is actually 2 bats. I think it's about 4 ounces, a little over 4 ounces of fiber, so just slightly more than a typical braid would be in the amount of fiber. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Alright, how about we don't do that? And close that back, please. Did you realize you could pick you up from the kitchen, right? I'm well aware, but I'm just saying. In general, I could pick you up from the kitchen, so.
When did you get money to
Buy what?
that thing underneath the computer? That's
Wait.
a different thing.
As I'm aware, Ed was trying to see if that was causing the issue. So I replaced the other one, so I got my money back for the other one, and it's not much different price-wise.
Is I don't want to be. Okay?
Oh, please.
That is audio.
Oh, please. Good luck with that. Yeah, that's my dad, if you're wondering. The joys of living at home. Anyway. I just muted the mic, but I forgot. Also, I have my hands full because I am spinning. I have to stop this thing. A little more twist. Also, the blue little nips kind of remind me of like tweed almost. What is it? No, it wouldn't be. It might be silk noil. But I know it's not the box cashmere bits. Which I'm suspecting that's the pink area. But I have never spun anything, so, mixed with a whole bunch of stuff, and it's kind of fun and interesting. Although the tinsel is, like, a lot. I've had batches where it makes it look, like, very, very furry, because it's, like, all tinsel all the time. In some specific areas. Ooh. Although, even with the faster speeds this can go at, thankfully, I don't have to worry about, you know, actually hurting myself. The other wheel, I feel like I would probably have to worry about, you know, potentially hurting one of my fingers if I, like, casually put one in there if it were going top speed. Because, you know, 1600 RPM is a lot worse than, you know, 1000. A little bit more, and then I will move my hook back to the other side. So I'm moving back forward to the front of the wheel that I have going on here. And the grace period against ads is unfortunately over, which, given it's about 15 minutes left, so hopefully Twitch doesn't throw a stupid ad at you for the next 15 minutes. Do. I did say I was gonna move this hook, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm just like, I'll just keep spinning in this one spot. It'll be totally fine. And it was not fine, as said by the narrator, watching the scene unfold. Alright, yeah. Okay, this peach pink mixed with the gray is really, really fun. Okay, and let's move back forward a little bit. Draft a little. I'll pre-draft more like. Although, in some spots you really don't need to pre-draft terribly much, like you can just pull it and it comes and it drafts beautifully. But depending on the bit of fiber you get to, there are parts where it's like, it's a little bit of a struggle to get the floof to do the thing unless you pre-draft. If you don't pre-draft, it is a nightmare. I think it's more just the type of fiber is pretty stubborn, basically. I don't usually try to force it back out, but I wanted to make sure that was drafted well enough. I'm trying to keep things relatively consistent, but you know, I'm not a machine, so there are going to be bits where it's like not as consistent, plus, you know, that's kind of the charm of hand spun. Other than, you know, having colors that you can't really get from, you know, commercial yarns and stuff. Which again, that is not a knock against commercial yarns. You know, I buy this stuff. That is the majority of my yarn, but I do enjoy spinning stuff that you can't get in a store. I love it to be definitely a little bit more consistent. And highly sparkly area. Here we are. Also, you can see what I mean by the whole, hey, this is gonna cover this thing in sparkles. Which, yeah, it be sparkly. To put it mildly. Which is why I say this thing's a wee bit ostentatious. Bright colors plus sparkles equals this thing is a lot. Although they said, you know, you could do like a single ply of a sweater, even though I am not a single ply fan, but that is mainly because, you know, single ply, at least commercially speaking, does not hold up well. I don't know about handspun single ply. Like, given you put the twist in there, maybe it would hold up a bit better, but it's still not something I enjoy using terribly much. Like, the only time I've used single ply is a shawl that I've had. Well, I take that back. One of the only times. But that was more of the pricier stuff. That was Malabrigo, which I didn't realize it was a single ply until after I bought, and then it was just like, what are you gonna do with that? That's not gonna work for anything, really. I just use it for an Age of Brass and Steam shawl. To a degree. I just did my own little variation of it. It's honestly one of my favorite shawls because it's nice and warm. Also, it's red. Personally, I'm more of the cooler tones, so greens, blues, and purples, but Red is nice every so often. A nice statement-getting color. It's definitely demanding that you pay attention. Come on, just a little bit of draft. Thank you. Also, might need to move my hook a little bit soon. My other thing is I like to have my bobbins be a little bit more even, but again, that's one of those things, in the end, it doesn't really matter. Which, oh god, that's a Linkin Park song, isn't it? Yes, it is. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Tried so hard to build it up. Oh god, nope, let's not start doing that. Anyway, yes. Honestly, in the end, it does not really matter, given the whole, hey, I can fill in gaps later on and help even out the area. Plus, I tend to like to fill my bobbin to the best of my ability, so basically stuff it until I can't stuff it anymore. Although, that's also another thing about these, it's like once you get like really full, at least approaching full on these, it tends to have a slight bit of difficulty in the uptake. Like, you know, it's not winding on there, so you have to like wind it on yourself, and it's kind of annoying. Again, this is more for like someone just getting their toes in and, you know, doesn't need something huge. Which, if you do want to check it out, you can check it out. Dreaming Robots is the website, which I will probably throw a link in there because I'm pretty certain I have no mods hanging out here right now, which that is perfectly fine. Given the whole, when you're kind of worried if the thing will even stay open the entire time, it would make sense. Okay. Oh no, not the... Yeah, it's better if I just pull out the 6. Because you should be able to find the Nano via that link. Which... There we go. That is the link if you would desire, if you want to check it out. Not affiliated with them whatsoever. I just enjoy using the wheel. Also, this is highly more convenient than having an actual full-on wheel, which I certainly would like an actual physical wheel with the treadle and everything. But those wheels be money. And I mean, money I don't have. Which, just to note, the 6 is $280, so definitely on the lower price point of wheel, although you technically make your own wheel out of, that's its face, PVC pipe. There we go. Words are great. You can make it out of PVC pipe. So, that is a thing. And Rogue Knitter, who I've mentioned previously, does, well, I'm not sure if she got rid of it, but she had one wheel at some point that was made out of PVC pipe, and it worked out. And it was interesting to watch. I would have never thought of that, I will tell you that right now. Should I? No. Let's not risk the integrity of the stream. I was gonna open up where we're gonna host, but I think I'd rather wait until, like, you know, I'm literally about to end stream. Just to make sure the computer does not throw a hissy fit. Although, I probably could shout out Rogue. Rogue Knitter, currently streams on weekends. Lovely place to be. Does knitting, does a bit of spinning, as I mentioned. Has a lot of yarn and handspun. Also, very sweary. Also, very much knowledgeable in stuff and things with yarn. Very fun place to hang out. So, if you enjoy the use of swear words, totally feel free to go hang out with her. Also, Atomic Stacy, who runs the Discord, which the link I believe is still above right there. Yes. for the archery Discord. She is also very lovely and fun to hang out with. She's on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, if I'm not mistaken, on the scheduling. I believe you should be able to find it on her channel, but very lovely. Does the spinning and does the knitting, which she has a lovely brioche sweater, broadleaf, and she is working on it. It's like, love that thing so much. I do eventually want to knit one of mine, but I have flax sweater hanging out on the needles, but that's the same needle that I'm required to use. Well, not required, but that I personally like to use for the dish towels, which is a problem. So, yeah. I only have one of those, so although I can use the DPNs if I really needed to. But I'd rather not, so yeah. I have size 8 DPNs metal, but I personally would prefer, wooden ones. Because the metal ones make my hands ache after a while. My hands tend to get crabby. Gonna need a bit more twist in it. We're almost there. Also, as you can see, as we get back to these stupid bright colors, this is a very hot pink. Although, I didn't adjust for colors, so this actually looks a little bit washed out. So actually, let me, in this last couple of minutes here, let me sit here and adjust. I'm just gonna bump up the saturation a wee bit to make this a bit more truer. Also, the white balance I also didn't adjust for this, which I usually try to do, but I forgot to do so given the whole waving over the monitor. But actually, that's not bad. That's alright. I just upped the saturation a tiny bit, so you would have a good idea of what I'm dealing with in color. Like, it's bright. And like I was saying before, these are not my usual color scheme, but it is fun and interesting. It doesn't hurt to get out of your comfort zone every so often, so that is fun. I mean, no clue what this will be. Certainly be very, very noticeable. Not socks, though, because this is not, suitable for socks. Alright, we are hitting the 3-hour mark. I am glad that, this thing did not lose its damn mind and crash on me during stream today, so that is a sigh of relief. Honestly, I was worried the entire time, which I imagine you could probably tell by my incessant blabbing about it. I mean, you understand the reason why, but, Yeah. This is a lot. Also, of course, it's on that song. Also, I still am on a do as infinity kick, so basically, like revisiting 2003 again. They have some good ending theme songs, I will tell you that. Well, the final act, I prefer their opening, but, that is also do as infinity, so it makes sense. They used them a lot, like at least 3 times, I think. Although, I don't think, at least here in America, that they played the openings. Yeah, they didn't really play the openings. They just went straight to the start of the episode. Which is weird. Like, I didn't realize they had openings. Like, I don't remember openings here. Although, if you go on YouTube, you see a compilation of openings and ending themes, which is about an hour long. Although, the only closing I didn't really like, ending theme, is probably Mischievous Kiss. Although, that one's a bit more pop and upbeat. Which, I don't mind that, given the whole, it be grim out there and, feudal era, mythical Japan. So, some lightheartedness is not bad. So yeah, we're at the 3-hour mark. I will pause right about here. Let's get a little twist in here. Ta-da! We made progress. We have very bright pink singles. And sparkly residue every fucking where. Ugh. Of course we do. But yeah, small victories. And I feel like yeah. The hell. That's the problem. It gets everywhere. Ugh. Other than that, it was pretty fun. Let's see. Hi, I have a face again. Hi there. So, thank you guys for actually hanging out with me today so far, everybody who has hanged out. Looked in the background. Killer Peaches, thank you for the follow once again. I will be back again tomorrow. Hopefully, issues will be remedied. If not, it'll be a craft time because I don't think my computer could handle serious games or something, because Saturday I usually like to do games. I'm gonna open where I am going to be hosting, and hopefully everything will hang tight. Also, let me mute that tab. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday or Saturday, depending on where you are in the world, and I will see you again soon. And enjoy the rest of your week, and enjoy your weekend if I don't see you on Saturday. Bye!